Angelina Jolie, one of the most famous stars in Hollywood, is not only known for her excellent roles, but also for her inspiring charity activities. However, behind the halo and brilliant career, she has experienced many painful challenges. Angelina Jolie's life is not only a story of success, but also a journey full of tragedy and difficult decisions. Have you ever wondered about her tragic ending? Let's watch this video to discover the untold stories about Angelina Jolie's life. Childhood and family. Angelina Jolie, one of Hollywood's most famous stars, was born into a family with an artistic tradition, but also full of complicated relationships. Her father, Jon Voight, was a famous Hollywood actor, while her mother, Marceline Bertrand, was also an actress and film producer. However, the relationship between Angelina Jolie and her father was not a smooth one. Jon Voight, despite being a big name in the film industry, had difficulty maintaining a close relationship with his children. The estrangement between Jolie and her father began when she was very young, and this rift became apparent in 1976 when her parents divorced. The relationship between them only became more strained, especially when Jon Voight publicly criticized his daughter and called her insecure, while Angelina often said that he was cold and distant. Jolie also has an older brother, James Haven, who is also an actor and director. However, Jolie's family life was not easy. She once shared that, while growing up, she always felt a lack of care and love, especially when there was a conflict between her mother and father. The relationship between her mother and father was not very warm, and their separation affected her spirit from a young age. Despite her difficult family life, Jolie started her acting career very early. Growing up in a film environment, she always had a love for acting and decided to pursue this path from a young age. At the age of 7, Jolie participated in her father's film Looking to Get Out. Although the role was small, this was an important step in her career. However, despite being raised in an artistic environment, not everything was easy for Jolie. She faced many psychological problems, from low self-esteem and feelings of abandonment to negative emotions that she experienced throughout her childhood. She even suffered from an eating disorder and self-destructive behaviors during the difficult period of her life. These psychological wounds have been an integral part of Jolie's life story and deeply affected the way she viewed life and family later on. Despite facing many challenges since childhood, Angelina Jolie did not give up and always tried to rise, seeking understanding and love from those around her. Angelina Jolie's film career has been a long, challenging, but also brilliant journey. From her first films to her prominent roles and significant achievements in the fields of directing and producing. Film career. Angelina Jolie started her film career quite early with small roles, but it was not until 1999 that she made her mark in the film industry. This year, she participated in 2 important films that contributed to her name: Family Calls, 1999, and Girl, Interrupted, 1999. In Girl, Interrupted, she played Lisa Rowe, a rebellious and complex character in a mental hospital. This role not only helped Jolie stand out, but also brought her the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress and the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 2000. This success marked an important turning point in her career, affirming the acting talent of a promising young actress. After the success of Girl Interrupted, Jolie continued to participate in major films and contributed to the success of these projects. In 2001, she took on the leading role of Lara Croft in the film Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, a role that she was attached to and became one of the most famous cinema icons. Although not receiving praise from critics, the film was still a huge success at the box office, making Jolie a global star. She continued to play Lara Croft in the sequel Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life in 2003. In 2005, Jolie appeared in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the famous action comedy film where she co-starred with Brad Pitt. The film was not only a box office success but also attracted great attention due to the romantic relationship between Jolie and Pitt, as the two began dating after participating in this project. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is one of the most successful films in Jolie's career, further cementing her position as a big star in Hollywood. Throughout her career, Jolie has not only received love from the public, but also won many prestigious awards and titles. She has won many major awards, including the Golden Globe Award, BAFTA Award, and Screen Actors Guild Award. In addition, she has also been honored at international award ceremonies and is always on the list of the most influential stars in the world. In addition to continuing to develop her acting career, Angelina Jolie has moved into the field of directing and producing. In 2011, she released In the Land of Blood and Honey, a film about the Bosnian War that she wrote and directed. The film was highly praised for its content and creativity, but also encountered some controversy when Jolie was criticized for her lack of experience in handling the subject of war. However, Jolie did not give up and continued to try her hand at directing. In 2014, she released Unbroken, a war film adapted from Laura Hillenbrand's book, telling the inspiring story of Louis Zamperini, an Olympic athlete and former prisoner of war. Unbroken received critical acclaim and was nominated for several awards, proving Jolie's talent as a director. Then, in 2015, she directed By the Sea, starring her and her ex-husband Brad Pitt in the lead roles. The film is a love story and the challenges of a marriage, which received attention but did not achieve the same great success as her previous projects. Jolie continued to pursue her directing career with other projects, including First They Killed My Father, 2017, a film about the Khmer Rouge genocide that she produced and directed. The film received widespread praise and is one of the important works in her directing career. Throughout her career, Angelina Jolie has not only made a strong mark in the field of acting, but also continued to assert herself as a director and producer. She is one of the rare stars who can create successful works of art that are both highly professional and have great influence. Angelina Jolie's life is not only associated with her successful film career, but also a challenging and touching journey. With a complicated relationship with her family, high-profile marriages, and difficulties in her personal life, Jolie has proven herself to be a strong, resilient woman. But has she overcome all of this to find peace in life? Personal life and complicated relationships. The marriage between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt is one of the most famous and notable love stories in Hollywood history. They first met in 2005 when they starred in the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, an action comedy where they both played a married couple who were undercover agents. Their relationship began during this time, even though both of them were married before. However, Jolie and Pitt's love story began to attract attention when they confirmed their relationship in 2006 after both had separated from their ex-spouses. Their relationship quickly became the subject of media and public discussion, with the nickname Brangelina becoming the iconic image of a famous couple. The couple has a large family, including 3 biological children and 3 adopted children. Their biological children include Shiloh Nouvelle Pitt, born 2006, and twins Vivian Marceline Pitt and Knox Leon Pitt, born 2008. In addition, Jolie and Pitt have adopted 3 children, Maddox Shivan from Cambodia, Zahara Marley from Ethiopia, and Pax Thien from Vietnam. They later adopted a Syrian girl named Shiloh Nouvelle. The couple raised and cared for children from many different cultures and backgrounds, showing a strong love and bond within the family. However, this relationship did not last forever. In 2016, the couple shocked the world when they announced their divorce after more than 10 years together. This separation was one of the most noisy divorces in Hollywood, causing great controversy in public opinion. Jolie and Pitt's divorce story not only involved the breakup of a famous couple, but also came with complicated legal battles over child custody and assets. Finally, in 2019, the couple reached a mutual agreement in the legal battle and agreed to share custody of the children. Despite being one of the most famous stars in the world, Angelina Jolie's personal life was not without challenges. She faced many difficulties in her family and private life. One of the biggest challenges Jolie experienced was illness. In 2013, she publicly decided to undergo a double mastectomy after discovering that she had the BRCA1 gene, which can lead to breast cancer. She shared this decision with the public through an article in the New York Times, aiming to raise awareness of this health issue. In 2015, Jolie continued to undergo surgery to remove her ovaries and fallopian tubes after doctors discovered that she had a high risk of ovarian cancer due to genetics. In addition to health issues, Jolie also faced difficulties related to psychology. She shared about her battle with mental disorders and feelings of inferiority since childhood. Throughout her adulthood, Jolie has encountered psychological problems many times, especially in the early stages of her career. She admitted to experiencing feelings of loneliness and pain and has undergone many psychological therapies. However, those experiences helped her become more mature and continue to contribute to charity activities. In addition, humanitarian work has always been an integral part of Jolie's life. She has spent many years participating in humanitarian activities, especially in her role as a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador. Jolie has visited many areas affected by war and natural disasters and has campaigned and raised funds for humanitarian organizations. These activities help her feel useful and able to make a difference in the lives of those in need. In 2013, Jolie continued her charity work when she was appointed as a special envoy of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. She has met and worked with many governments, NGOs, and global leaders to promote change and improve the living conditions of refugees around the world. In addition to these activities, Jolie has also established her charitable foundations aiming to support sustainable projects for the community. Although Angelina Jolie's personal life has been full of challenges, she has always been a symbol of resilience, strength, and the ability to overcome difficulties. She has proven herself not only as a talented actress, but also as a kind-hearted person, willing to contribute to society. Angelina Jolie is not only famous for her film career, but is also widely known for her humanitarian activities and charity work. She has spent many years working with international organizations, especially the United Nations, and has become a symbol of dedication to refugees and victims of conflict around the world. Charitable activities and humanitarian work. Jolie joined the United Nations in 2001 as a goodwill messenger for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. She has spent a lot of time traveling to war zones and humanitarian crises where people are suffering from harsh lives due to conflict. During her travels, she has visited countries such as Sierra Leone, Cambodia, Iraq, Afghanistan, and South Sudan, where she met refugees and migrants, hearing heartbreaking stories of loss and hope. More than just a bystander, Jolie has used her voice to raise awareness and call for international support for those in need. She has worked tirelessly to mobilize governments and the international community to address humanitarian issues. Her work with the UNHCR has brought positive change to millions of people around the world, and she has received numerous awards for her outstanding contributions to charity. In addition to her work with the United Nations, Angelina Jolie also founded the Jolie Pitt Foundation with her ex-husband Brad Pitt. The organization was established in 2006 to support initiatives to protect human rights and promote community development in poor and conflict-affected countries. One of the organization's notable projects is community support in Cambodia, where the Jolie Pitt family has invested in protecting natural resources and supporting initiatives to improve the lives of local people. The Jolie Pitt Foundation also focuses on providing health and education services to children, especially in poor countries where health facilities and schools are lacking. Her organization has donated millions of dollars to projects that help orphans and those affected by HIV/AIDS, as well as support education for children in disadvantaged areas. Angelina Jolie has not only provided financial support, but has also participated in campaigns to raise awareness about global issues such as climate change, sexual violence in conflict, and women's rights. She has been a spokesperson for global campaigns such as Raise Your Voice to promote the rights of children and women, and has been a strong advocate for bringing the issue of sexual violence to light in armed conflicts. Angelina Jolie has established herself as not only a movie star, but also a true humanitarian. Someone who is constantly looking for ways to improve the lives of those in need and bring hope to suffering communities. Throughout Angelina Jolie's career and life, major changes in her personal life have not only affected her personally, but have also had a profound impact on her public image and society's perception of her. Although she is known for her contributions to film and humanitarian work, her personal life has also undergone major changes, creating a strong impact on how the public views and evaluates her. Changing public image. One of the relationships that has had the greatest impact on Angelina Jolie's public image is her marriage to Brad Pitt. The couple, known as one of Hollywood's golden couples, has attracted attention from all media outlets. They met while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, and their union immediately caused a stir when the public learned that Brad Pitt was in the process of divorcing Jennifer Aniston. Jolie and Pitt quickly became one of the most famous couples in the world, not only because of their careers, but also because of their charitable work and the large family they built. They adopted 6 children, including babies from countries such as Ethiopia, Cambodia, and Vietnam, creating an image of a multicultural and deeply compassionate family. However, their controversial separation in 2016, dubbed Brangelina, became a shocking event. The public and the media shared stories about the breakdown of the marriage, raising questions about the real reason for the breakup. News of the lengthy divorce and legal disputes between Jolie and Pitt, especially over child custody, changed Jolie's image. From a woman recognized for her role as a respected mother and humanitarian activist, she suddenly became the center of discussion and speculation about her personal life, which changed the way the public viewed her. Along with her marriage and divorce from Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie also faced a series of other important changes in her personal life that significantly affected her public image. She went through many health problems, including surgery to remove her breasts and ovaries due to concerns about hereditary cancer. This was a controversial decision, but also showed another side of her image, a brave woman who faced the risk of cancer and made a strong decision to protect her health. Jolie's decision received praise from many people, but also no shortage of criticism and skepticism from the public. In addition, the change in her public image also came from her decisions about her work after achieving great success with films such as Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and A Mighty Heart, Jolie gradually turned to directing and producing. Her first project was In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, a film about the Bosnian War, followed by Unbroken, 2014, which tells the story of an Olympic athlete taken prisoner during World War II. These decisions marked her professional maturity, but also faced skepticism and challenges from the public. Her involvement in projects with a strong humanitarian focus, with painful and challenging stories, helped her reassert herself as a character with depth, but also change the public's perception. Although she was once admired for her dedication and compassion, the changes in Jolie's personal life have brought her great challenges. Especially after her divorce from Brad Pitt, Jolie has faced speculation and judgment not only about her family life, but also about her politics and work. These issues have sometimes made Jolie feel threatened, and at times she has expressed fatigue and difficulty in balancing her private life and career. She has admitted that complicated personal relationships, such as her marriage to Brad Pitt, have sometimes disrupted her charity work and career, forcing her to spend a lot of time recovering and finding balance. However, it cannot be denied that, despite the many challenges she has faced, Jolie has continued to use her struggles to inspire others. She has shared her story of loss, suffering, and recovery, not only in her films, but also in speeches at international events. These experiences were not only an important part of Jolie's journey, but also contributed to her image as an icon of resilience and the ability to face life's challenges. And now it's time to look back at her massive legacy. Angelina Jolie's legacy. Angelina Jolie is not only a famous movie star, but also a cultural icon and a far-reaching humanitarian. Her legacy lies not only in her iconic roles and successful films, but also in her enormous contributions to human rights and community advocacy, along with her positive impact on changing the way women are viewed in society. She is a role model of resilience, compassion, and a huge influence in both the film industry and humanitarian work. Angelina Jolie is recognized as one of the biggest stars in Hollywood in the 21st century. In a career that spans decades, she has contributed to many memorable films, from Family Calls, 1999, to Lara Croft Tomb Raider, 2001, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, and A Mighty Heart, 2007. Her roles not only brought her commercial success, but also helped her win prestigious awards, including the Golden Globe and the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Moreover, Angelina Jolie has also turned to directing and producing, leaving her mark in producing films with human values such as In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, Unbroken, 2014, and By the Sea, 2015. These films not only attracted the attention of the audience, but also affirmed Jolie's creative talent in the film industry. She is not only an actress, but also a creative filmmaker, helping to bring strong, inspiring stories about humanity and resilience. What is more remarkable is Angelina Jolie's humanitarian career, where she has left a deep legacy of compassion and commitment to global issues. As a United Nations messenger for refugees, Jolie has spent years working in war zones and poverty, particularly in countries such as Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and Africa. She has used her voice to call attention to human rights, refugee and conflict issues, and to lobby governments and international organizations to support vulnerable groups. Her legacy extends beyond her humanitarian work and through the creation of the Jolie Pitt Foundation, a charity she founded with Brad Pitt, which supports human rights and community development projects in poor countries. From helping orphans and children with disabilities to victims of war and natural disasters, Jolie has contributed significantly to improving the lives of millions of people. Angelina Jolie is also a powerful symbol of women's rights, especially when it comes to her personal and health challenges. She has openly shared her battle with health issues such as breast and ovarian cancer, which has inspired and resonated with many women around the world. Jolie's decision to undergo a mastectomy and oophorectomy is not only a personal act, but also a powerful message about women's right to control their bodies and health. She has also helped change the way women are viewed in the film industry, not only by taking on strong independent roles, but also by paving the way for female filmmakers to rise to leadership positions in the industry. Her work is not only a career, but also a statement of equality and empowerment for women. Angelina Jolie's legacy is also reflected in the enormous influence she has built on the public. Through her dedication to charity, her resilience in the face of personal and professional hardships, and her wise decisions in asserting herself, Jolie has become a symbol of innovation and hope. More than just a star, she is a role model for young people, especially young women, on how to live responsibly and pursue their passions. With the perfect combination of artistic career and social dedication, Angelina Jolie has become one of the most influential role models in both the entertainment industry and the humanitarian field, leaving a strong and inspiring legacy for the next generation. Angelina Jolie's legacy extends beyond her acting and humanitarian work to her role as a model of resilience and compassion.